All right, welcome everyone. We're going to do a sort of live behind the scenes here just because I'm subbing, important game. Just going to show the strat screen here. I thought we had a joiner here. Let's see if Dan is actually shown up. Might need to start over. Shows client joined, but asking Dan if it's working for him. It does not look like it is. So because I'm only going to show the strat screen, I'm going to be jumping around to a bunch of stuff. I got work going on. It looks like it's working. Okay, cool. You're not going to be able to see the pop-ups. So apologies for that. Limited. Just you don't need to see everything else known to man. Okay, so Cleveland's going to get the ball to start here. You may have noticed I've been squibbing a lot this year. It's another one of those times where it's actually favorable. I'm checking it out ahead of time. Not as favorable as usual though. So it's kind of questionable. It's not. I mean, it's like a 5% advantage here, but. Here we go. Let's give it a shot. It did not work out there. To 39. Well, Dan will go. But he would have, let's see, it would have been at the 22. So, all right. Cleveland starting out first and 10. Now I'm going to go 3-4 today. Because we have a couple things. Dan comes in as the number 2 small baller in the NFL, meaning combines run, flat pass, look, and pass. He does that 80% of the time. So because of that, I am loading up I'll be loading up on run calls today and 2 men in zone with the flat. And it's going to have to wind up on his card a lot. And it did not wind up on his card there on first down, 2nd and 5. I'm going to, I don't want to invite everybody to this at this stage because it's a little bit wonky. But I'm going to see if Tim's around. Private podcast for now. If you'd like to join. All right. 2nd and 5. Sticking with that 3-4 blitz. Pretty soon, Dan is going to hopefully move into short pass, long pass. That's what I am hoping for. And that's where I really want him to try to beat me today is on short pass, long pass. And it doesn't mean he's going to be successful doing it. He's 6-yard gain there, guessed right. Or unsuccessful, but it certainly would be an uncomfortable position for that squad to be in. I got some significant pass rush advantages along the line as well when I do call pass, which is going to be just about 50% of the time today, maybe. So we're going to stick with the run call here. Call guessed right 3 times in a row. He's gotten 11 yards so far, and there's 2 yards. So that's better. 2nd and 8. So I'm sure Dan's a little bit surprised at 3-4, plus the blitzing posture. It's something I sort of thought about, put some thought into last night, and I guess we can talk through it a little bit here, a little bit more. I mean, I gave you the short rundown, which is okay. So 2 men in zone here, which is going to put 1 man in zone. Yep, nicely done. 3rd and 5. So first thing, before I even knew about any injuries, right? Notice that Dan was a highly frequent runner and a somewhat frequent flat passer. Number 4 in the league in running at 47%. 16th in the league at flat pass, look and pass at 33%. So overall, 80% one of those 2 play types, which again is 2nd in the league. I don't have in front of me who's first. It wouldn't surprise me if it's the Chargers, but it's not. Maybe Pittsburgh, honestly. Anyway, so I saw that, and then that kind of piqued my interest of, okay, we got a small ball situation here. Best way to combat small ball typically is if you have a 3-4. Okay, I think we all get that, and we understand the reasons why. I'm gonna focus in here. So from the Washington 45, he's going too tight. I'm gonna stay in the 3-4 in this situation and keep the blitz going. In this situation, 3rd and 5, Dan is number 2 in the league in small ball. Should get out of contain. Big small ball guy. So we're going to go with the run here and 2 men in zone. See if we can get lucky here, and hopefully it goes to his card and avoids the 6. Okay, well, Darren Payne can't make the play. So that leads us back to the discussion. 5 would have been really nice on his card, by the way. It leads us back to the discussion around the choice of 3-4 today. So as you see, Darren Payne missed the tackle. So we knew he did a lot of small ball. And then, taking a look at Washington's defensive cards, good against the run to start, average to poor against the pass, didn't have a major effect. Really, the idea here was to call a lot of run, around 50% run, and then put two men in zone. And again, I guessed right run, this time just for a yard. That's good, 2nd and 9. And right now I'm calling well over 50%. And put those 2 men in zone. Now, it went really over the top when I actually took a look at the injuries. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see them the way I have the game set up today, but Jonathan Allen is injured for the Redskins, so for the Commanders, whatever they call them. And he is obviously one of the best players on the team. A 6 right tackle with an 8 pass rush. So losing him leaves me just with Payne here. So one of the disadvantages of going to 3-4 is I would have lost Payne or would have lost Allen. Well, that disadvantage goes away when Allen isn't eligible to play. So that makes it all that much easier. Now, the other consideration was, well, okay, what's the pass blocking along the line? Well, you see, Payne would have been matched up with a 3 here in a 4-3, but he also was matched up with a 3 at center. Okay. And meanwhile, if it would have been Jonathan Allen in the 4-3, he would have been facing Petonio, would have been a 7. So knowing that they're both 3s in either scenario for Payne, it just made this, in my mind anyway, a very, very easy decision to make. All right, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit here, and I'm going to flood the zones a bit. We're going to get Cameron Curl in there. We're going to get a bunch of blitzers in. All right, we're going to leave that looking pass. I guess we're going to leave the looking pass. Oh, I don't know. We'll pick a side. Pick a side for the flat pass. Okay. Guess wrong. Man in zone. Just a man in zone. When you have 2, 3, 4, you have to overcome it with an extra man. That extra man shows up. 2 are there. Means 1. Just gain a 2. 3rd and 7. So that's what brought us to the 3-4 today. And it's slowing him down, but he's still very much in scoring range here. We'll see what happens over the course of the game. I mean, Chubb is certainly wearing out his carries, which is not a bad thing. We are 10:30 into the first quarter. He's got 23 left still, though, so he goes a long way. Make sure I have this set up correctly. Looks like I do. Okay. 3rd, 7. From the Washington 37-yard line. Let's take a look at Brissett's card. I mean, the must runs do bring you some benefit. So I'm going to guess here that he's going to throw short in this situation. Even though the field goal situation, he gets a nice upgrade. So guessing run takes away his must runs. So I think the best thing to do in this spot, call run, move 4 men in. He needs 7 yards. Okay. Need his card. Don't get it. 15 yards. Darn it. Come on. Oh, feels like we're doing the right things here. But, 2 third downs going the wrong way. Something we all go through, obviously. But that's a frustrating one, as it would be for all of us. Boy, oh boy. Call run, 3rd and long twice. Guessed right. Converted both times. And it's not a bad defense. It's a 2 through 7 split. It was 3rd and 7. Bring the blitz again. Wholesale. We'll leave Cameron Curl out there. And his 2 rating, not going to contribute much to the effort. Look in. I think we have a chance of a sack here. I think. I don't have my pass rush matchup up yet. Gets 5 yards. No D-die. Second and 5. I mean, this is a drive. You give up 7 points in this drive, it is be a real tough one to take, because we've had super majority guessed right runs. I don't know how long that can possibly last. We've gone this far, and we're at the 17. Pretty soon, the odds are going to swing back, and he's going to get some guessed wrong opportunities here. Guessed right again. And let's see. Well, holding certainly helps, so that's a good break. Defensive card again. Annoys the shit out of me, but okay, we'll take it. 2nd and 15. Tougher spot now to climb out of. 2nd and 15s. The squad, Cleveland, is number 4 in the league in long passing. 15th in running. By far, sort of the leading category on a relative basis. I like to look at rankings. I don't like to look the absolute numbers. How, when you put it up against everybody else in this second and 15 spot, what are you doing, right? More than everybody else on a relative basis. It's vastly more interesting to me, I think, and more insightful. So we're going to have to, he knows that I know this stuff. And one of the problems of playing me, I know, is that people tend to know that I know the tendencies, so they try to switch it up. So he may try the end run here to Chubb, try and switch things up. But he may also stick to tendencies. We'll see. All right, so I do fear the end run here. I'm going to go with pass. No, let's see. Chubb is 12th in the league in flat pass. So we're going to stay away from him. Oh, it's like Tim has joined.
For a 14-year-old.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim. All right, so we're going to go with the guard on those end runs, see what happens here. We get a flat pass. Chance of, please avoid the 6. You get the 6, but us 2 yards anyway. Hello, Tim. How are you? Can you hear me? Tim doesn't seem to be able to hear me, or he's muted, or both. Not sure. 3rd and 13. So another 3rd and long spot where we've had 2 situations where he's run, and I've guessed run both times, yet he got up anyway. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 13. Number 3 rushing team in the league. 3rd and small ball. 29th in short pass. 29th in long pass. All right, I'm going to play along with the run. I'm very happy with the field goal at this stage. I'm going to play along with the fact that I think he's going to pass and show a 3-3-5 blitz. And actually going to go through with it in many ways here. Brissett is not a pistol quarterback, right? Okay. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Okay. And let's see if he runs through it. Flat pass to Chubb. Needs 13. Gets nothing. 3rd down stop. I don't know where Tim is. Tim, did I mute you? Did you mute you? I don't know. I'm trying to unmute your mic. It doesn't say anything. I don't get it. Kick defense here. Coming into today, the kick is no good. Oh, my. All right. Well, you know what? I feel like we sort of deserve that stop. That was a well-run first drive for the defense. Super majority guessed right. Felt good. It's nice when that happens. Now take over offense. I wish I could articulate an offensive strategy even close to the way I just articulated the defensive strategy over the last 10 minutes. Can't do it, guys. I don't have many places to turn here. I did not. Now, I did do this. Okay, I did analyze the quarterbacks pretty closely. Heineke is by far the best of the 3 in expected yards, given certain assumptions about guess right, guess wrong, and all that. Now, coming into this, we see a squad in Cleveland that is number 1. Yeah, number 1 in the league in calling run. So calls run a lot. Looks like Tim has popped back in here. Hey, Tim.
Hey there.
Hey, okay. Just walking, just doing a little private broadcast here. Meaning I'm just I'm live doing the game, but I didn't put it out there because I want everybody coming in, because then maybe Cleveland can come in, which, of course, Dan wouldn't do that. But
I get that. Totally.
So, okay, he's got the zone filled here. So let's see if it can stick to my card. It cannot. Nice call there. Saved a 32-yard run by Dan. 2nd and 9.
It reminds me I had a 32-yard touchdown run by Murray.
Hold on. And to start, Heineke. Stand by. Making change. Making wholesale changes here. Wholesale changes. So I'm just sort of walking through some of the thoughts here behind what I'm doing with this team today. And you missed the whole defensive discussion. On offense, I have much less to say. But one of those things to say is that Heineke is, not decisively, but enough to make the move that the better quarterback here is Taylor Heineke. His best pass on a relative basis is deep. Taylor Heineke, believe it or not. Could you look at his card and like, really? but it's true. It is his best in terms of rank on a relative basis. His best doesn't mean I'm going to go there all the time or anything, but I will be there often enough. Now, it's worth noting that Dan is, out of all the men in zone, he's last in the league on flat pass, look and pass men in zone. So it means that I should be going to flat pass more. Well, Wentz is not better on the flat pass than Heineke either, by the way. So they're about tied. So I'll be hitting some flat passes and I'll be hitting some long passes in this game. Gibson is in because he does bring a long pass threat at halfback, but you'll see some changes in the halfbacks throughout the game today. And I really want to go 3 wide. I want to get Dotson in on the field and want to pressure Dan's apparent urge to call run, which again is number 1 in the league. Oh, that makes sense?
Yes, I think so.
I mean, getting Dotson on the field, you look at his card, it's real. I mean, he's a weapon. He's not like a top 10 receiver or anything.
But receivers are definitely their strength.
Yeah.
Offensively, anyway.
There you go. Third receiver. How's that look, right? I mean, maybe you can't see it because I'm just sharing the game again and not showing the whole screen. But it's a good card. Trust me on that one. All right. 2nd and 9. Let's test that deep stuff right now. I think. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Just going to get that on the board. In these first 10 plays or so, I'm going to be running 2/3 of the time. But I don't want to show them getting away from the run early. I want to sort of cement, and there's a nice call. See that, Tim? No man deep. Chance.
That's what you're looking for.
Here we go. And on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Not happening. I missed one of those myself last night.
The ability to recover, much easier for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Probably so.
Taylor Heineke has, must run. Not quite as effective, but 3rd and 9. All right, knowing he's last in the league in flat pass, look and pass, I'm going to have to be going here to the flat pass. At the very least, it's going to play me a little field position and hope for an empty zone and a 9-yard pickup. Who is he going to use? I'm going to guess he's going to use the McLaurin Dotson side to double team. Dan is 7th in the league in double teams called. So he likes to double team, and obviously he vacates the flat pass zones. So we're betting on that. Really, Gibson's defender vacating the zone. That's the bet right here. Will he vacate? Will he move the 0 over? Actually, I doubt he leaves the look in empty. It lets me run. Oh, he's a 0-0. Maybe he does. I don't know. We'll see. Keeps everybody home except the left linebacker. All right, need a 6 here. Don't get it. 4 yards. Would have been 23 yards to the no linebacker side. 4th and 5. Gonna punt. All right, 63 yards away from the goal line. It travels 47 of those plus 956. 7-yard line, I think, for the Browns. Yep. All right, back to the 3-4 blitz. Dan has yet to give in and throw any short passes and long passes, and that's worked out okay. Because I've been calling run like a banshee. Do we break out of that here from the 7? I don't think so. I don't think he's risking a sack here. Guess right. Whose card does it go to? It's been going the defensive card an awful lot, a little bit more than half, I would say. It goes to the offensive card. He hits a short gain. Nick Chubb doing what Nick Chubb does. It's going to happen. But frustrating nonetheless. 1st and 10. Now goes 3 wide. That's the sort of, I should have mentioned this in the defensive breakdown, that at some point you may go 3 wide. And my view on that is great. Have a ball. I need that one die working in my favor. I mean, just, I'll let that do some of the work for me.
Man, I thought the same thing last night. It didn't happen for me all night long.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? I mean, that's... So we'll go 3-3-5. We show blitz. Now he's going to run line buck with impunity. His 6 is downgraded to 5. So we'll start out, with a run call here. Now, putting anybody in here, I got to bring them up. Okay, so that leaves me susceptible. Well, obviously not even to draws, but it's just a wasted man in zone. So I'm going to put him out in the end run area, and I'm going to key, of course, because there's no reason not to key since he's coming up, unless you think Brissett's going to run. Here we go. Look in pass. Njoku. Guessed wrong. 0 is there. So gets his card, 9 yards. He's playing off the fact that I need to bring up that the only option I have to get a man in zone line buck is to bring up the free safety and the middle linebacker. Playing off that is Dan. 2nd and 1. But it's good. This is showing some movement. Clearly reacting. Now here's another reaction. Full house. So, in this case, 2nd and 1, Dan is number 3 in the league in running, number 8 in long pass. I'm going to give him the first down here, pretty much. I'm going to bring the safety on the blitz, which is going to mean that he's going to be knocked out from being 2 men in zone, I believe. And we will see what happens here. Okay, man in zone. Guessed wrong. Trying to avoid Chubb's card this time. We do it, but Antonio makes the block. 6 yards. First down. Hope you bet the under today. You were betting. This is a slugfest so far. Every yard seems a bit difficult to get. At the moment, anyway. I'm certainly vulnerable to long passes, though. You could have a big boom here, especially given the quality of the receivers. Talk about good receivers for Washington. We got some really strong ones here for the other guys, too. All right, we're going to bring a bit of a blitz here. Flat pass to the no man zone. Picks the right one and guessed wrong. 8 yards. Guessed right would have been 4. 2nd and 2.
Anthony?
Tim?
So I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be, I have to be kind of in and out. So I'm going to stay here, but you're not going to see or hear me. And I'll just kind of be paying attention to the score visually as I can come back across.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Yep. Well, we got a huge blitz coming here, and he gets home. Cameron curls in for a 14-yard loss. 4th and 18, 3rd and short. Notice he's 6th in the league in long pass. Thought it was a good spot for it, and worked out. We've got no block for the Cleveland punter here on his car, so we're just going to go with return, even though there's a chance to get one anyway. Fair catch. A lot of good opportunities there. Didn't get one. And we have a 1st and 10. All right. Go back to the run game here. Gotta do some running and get him into the idea that he needs to be calling a run with some frequency. So we're going to go 2 if we can. Situation may change. 2 out of 3 are going to be runs here. For the foreseeable future, guessed right, gains 2. Would have been 3. 2nd and 8, and the wrong formation goes in. My mouse is broken down. Now I have to use this sort of touchpad thing, and it really is messing me up, and that was a mess up. We got Brian Robinson in the game. Who is going to run off tackle. Guessed right. Nobody behind. Guns again goes to the offensive card. Man, oh man. Short gain on the defensive card. Two in a row. Gibson also brings the block. Goes 4-1-6. Got a 4-4 in Taki on this 3rd and 8. I think we need to mix it up with a short pass here. We're going to do it to Thomas. What I reckon is, other than Gibson, the most unlikely to be double teamed. He has the ability to double team a bunch of guys. He saw me go flat on 3rd down last possession. Might be thinking the same here. I hope he is. Hope that does not result in a double team of Thomas via Taki. That's where I fear double team coming. Clears out the linebackers. He doesn't do it. Moves one up. All right, we got a short pass. 4 men in zone, though. And you got a flush. Needs 8, gets 10. 1st down. Well, lucky break there for Washington. Up to the 34. Now we're going 3 wide. So we're going back to the run for 2 more plays. We'll do this 2 more times. We'll cycle this out 2 more times, 2 out of 3 running. And then we'll just sort of play it by what we think's going on in the game. But just looking to establish that run here. Not something I do all the time or like to do or this, that, or the other thing. It's, I think, just what this particular game calls for is establishing that I want to run to make sure his run calls, which are up at 37%, number 1 in the league, again, on defense, that they stay there so I can get some guess wrongs later from McLaurin. So there's a guessed right. Goes to the right guy, but Norwell can't make the block as he's downgraded from a 5 to a 4. 2nd down and 10. We're sticking with that. We're going to be running again here on this 2nd and 10. With Gibson. And Guess right again. Just gets 2. We've gotten 6, 3rd and 8. So we're reinforcing the run calls, and he's certainly playing along. Nice calls by Dan Morton so far. 3rd and 8. So we'll go back to the flat pass here. And we're going to go to Logan Thomas. Looking for that 0-man in zone. Tony on one side, Garrett on the other, but Garrett's up against that 0. Okay, so we've got an opportunity here. He also has an opportunity for a sack. Need 8 yards. Get 7. 4th and 1. Very defensive game here. I am punting this away and playing field position. $57 away. Goes 45. So from the 12, Peoples-Jones calls for a fair catch. $4:24 left, second quarter. Expect to see. He's had a long pass attempt last time. That resulted in a big sack. And he saw huge numbers there. That can have an effect on certain coaches. Of course, we don't know if it's going to have an effect on Dan right here. We're going to key Chubb because that's the only thing we can do. Flat pass to Cooper. With the 5 up there. Looking to go to my card. Looking to avoid Cooper's card, which is great. It gets a short gain for 15. So out to the 27. 1st and 10. Guessed right, would have been a short gain. So I've established that I'm moving that safety to the end run zone. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. Hope he does not counter with. Okay, he goes off tackle. So he's got no man in zone here. Guessed wrong. 1 is working against him. And he gets that 1. Just 2 yards. Would have been 3. 2nd and 8. It's good that he sees that early. Like him to see that 1. Want him to get that in his head. Stays 3 wide. 2nd and 8. I've established that I'm not afraid to call run in any situation. Dan, very diversified play calling on 2nd and 8. If I'm him, I run here. Right up the gut. But he goes looking. Dang it. Needs 8. Probably going to get it. Gets 5. 3rd and 3. Pretty good flat pass defensive card for this Washington squad. Pays off there. Or like one of those incompletions, but instead we have a 3rd and short. Again, Dan showed his long pass earlier. I'm guessing he's going to go to the flats here. When he goes flat, by the way, he's the number 3 linebucker team in the league. When he goes flat, he likes to go to Chubb, who's 13th in the league in flat pass targets. 2nd on his team is Njoku. So what do we do here? We're going to guess run, and we are going to load up the flats. And he goes short. 3 minute zone. Donald Peoples-Jones against no must runs now for Brissett. Can that make a difference? It does not. As the 6 shows up against the 4 and the 1st down. D-Dye showed up, so loss of a pass rush opportunity. First and 10 out to midfield. Guessed wrong. But 2 men looking, thinking he might go back to that. Instead, a big opportunity here for Nick Chubb. And he gets a hold. So tough break for these Browns, who a hold call held them back on their first drive, but almost scored. Now this one pushes them, would have been in Washington territory. Instead, it's a 1st and 20. Dan has had a bunch of these situations this year, over 10. He's number 2 in short pass, number 3 in long pass. So radar's up for a long pass here. I'm going to guess he's going to not do that, but I'm going to play along and assume that's the case. I'll stick with the tendency. I'm guessing it's going to be a run. Cameron curls on Chubb. So I'm going to go this way, and we'll let Harrison Bryant roam free. Off tackle, Chubb. Only one linebacker behind. Opens up the possibility of boxes. Gets 8, 2nd and 12. Again, long pass is something he likes here. Stay 3-4. Let's go back to the run. Chubb is at 18 carries left here, and we're at 11:24 here in the second. Such a far away from him being knocked out. I'm going to go with the same exact defensive call. And there's that end run. Whose card does it go to? It goes to the wrong card, but just gets 2 yards. And it sets up a 3rd and 10. Would have been a 2-yard gain on the defensive card as well. Now 3rd and long from about midfield here. 3rd and 9. So if we go 3-3-5, we've got a 4 there in Bostic. Help control things a little bit. It's got so many receiving choices that just does not make sense to double team. I don't just be guessing. Better off blitzing, hoping for the best, keeping 4 men in zone on the short pass. He can go deep, and he can find all sorts of opportunities deep. And it's not a game that Washington's supposed to win for a reason here. I think that's really the best I can do. I'll keep those 4 men in there. Do they make a big difference? They buy me back the 4 and 11. The alternative here would be to double team. He just needs 10 yards. His short pass tendency is to go to Cooper, who's 26th in the league. I don't believe that. I can't stick with that. I'm just going to go with this, and it's the linebacker check. Okay, so there's 0 men in zone. Don't look at that free safety. He doesn't count. 3rd and 10. Gets a short gain. Is he going to be held up? He is. 4th and 1. So the 3 white die would have meant that he's not held up, but in this case, he is. Cleveland is the 10th in the league for going for it on 4th down. He's going to go for it here. So we are not going to show blitz because we're going to basically tell him that if he throws flat, he's going to get 2 men in zone. That's what we're going to tell him with that. Okay. On 4th and 1, Dan has done it, more than a dozen times. And on 4th and 1 specifically. Goes deep a lot. Takes a timeout here. Probably didn't like the fact I didn't blitz. Yeah, all right, so Chubb gets a yard. His best place to get a yard is probably end run, interestingly. Guessed right. At least it looks that way. Could be wrong, real close. Now, if I go 4-3, the safety has coverage responsibilities, can't come up. If I go, yeah, I mean, I don't. That's an interesting sort of extreme move, is to go 4-2-5, because it would really make him think about look-in a lot. So I'm going to go 4-2-5, and then I'm going to show blitz. This is sort of an extreme call. But it just, at the end of the day, you got to guess right. So I'm trying to influence his guessing here. I want him to think more about the look-in. Then I want him to think, really, I want him to go away from it. I'm going to, does he go to Brissett here or not? Is a question. Brissett, line bucks. My light is fading on me here. Brissett's 45th in the league in line bucks. See, if I'm him, I go end run Chubb. That's what I do. I'm going to go with a key of Chubb in the middle and on the ends. It's a looking pass to Cooper. So he takes the invitation given by the 4-2-5 and gets 5 yards. Guess right would have been incomplete. Right. First and 10, 37. So failed opportunity there for the Washington D. 6 with 3-3-5. And we continue on. I liked his chances end run Chubb. That's why I really thought he was going. And clearly miscalculated. Looking past to Cooper, put a second man there, and see if it pays off. It does. Would have been incomplete 1-man 2, though, as well. 2nd and 10. No score, 9:36 left in the second quarter. I'm assuming he's going right back to a look-in here. I'm going to have to bring somebody or something to get some additional pressure. Draw to Chubb. Makes me wish, I guess, run. Oh, I'd like to see some draws popping up. Short gain, possible penalty against me. So 10 yards. For Chubb. That would have been frustrating if I would have called the draw correctly and ended up with an offside. And now Kareem Hunt makes an appearance. Linebuck, Hunt guessed wrong. Nobody home. Good 6 yards on Payne's Wolf will play in the middle with the injured Jonathan Allen. 2nd and 4. Payne would not have made the play anyway, of course, if he was in a 4-3 out of his left tackle slot. And now we get a 3-4 call here on 2nd and 4. 4th in the league in small ball. We are going to bring the house here. And One man in zone for Teller, who can't make the block. 3rd and 2. So looking for ideally we are looking for a loss here because he's got 2 plays to get 2 yards if he decides to go for it. And some of the assumption that he doesn't convert here. Not a big flat passer at all. So we're going to go ahead and key Hunt. Let's take a little closer look at Hunt's card. Chance of going around the end is not that high. So, why do I feel he's going to throw flat or something? Got him. Yes. 4th and 3. Difficult decision. You got to get the points on the board here. That's what I would do if I were Dan here. We got no score. Get a lead. 7:30 left in the second quarter. It's blizzard conditions in Washington, apparently. You got to get yourself a lead here. Dan. Don't you? You're not going to? Come on. You going to come up 3 wide? You're going to come up block? Wow. Okay. Well, see what we can do here. I mean, not that I feel like I'm definitely going to get it or anything. I'm not. But Dan is 26th in the league in 4th down conversions, but it's already in terms of percentages, actually converting. Already converted to 1 today. And now needs 3 yards. This requires a closer examination of the Washington run defense cards here. And they're good. Okay, they're really, really good with 1 man in zone. He's got to assume. Is he going to run here? I'm calling pass. Flat pass Njoku against the 5. Needs 3 yards. He gets it. Dang. Oh. Odds were on Washington's side there. That's for sure. All right, well, back to the 4-3 inside the 10. No need to penalize myself with the extra man in zone requirements here. When flat pass is not an option. Dan is 30th in the league passing. Again, it's like I sort of know, he knows that I know, and all that sort of good stuff. But I'm not gonna take that chance here. I'm gonna call run. I guess I'm gonna let him go around the end. There's Chubb's linebacker. Chubb's linebacker results in the short gain, does it? Guessed right? No, 2 yards. Would have been a short gain on his card. 2nd and 7. Red zone performance comes into about half. Midway through. 15th in the league in red zone offense for Cleveland. So right in the middle of the pack. It's got to be fearing the blitz here. 24th in the league in sack percentage. We've already shown a strong set of numbers. We also showed vacant end run zones. So we're going to change that up here and cover our end run. And it works out. No gain. Third and goal for 7. Full house again. I can go nickel and invite the run. If I were to do that, he can get 6 yards a couple of different ways. I'm just not going to do it. I want to keep that man in zone. So I go nickel 3-3-5, and I mean, could go 4-2-5, but that definitely threatens the line buck, and that's kind of where I don't want to get 6 yards here. I really don't want to see a 4th and 1. So this is a tough call here. From the 7. So look at Chubb's. Chubb's got that nice +7 line buck, guess wrong, +5, +2. Let's take a look at the Washington end run 0 man in zone, +5, +4, +3 versus 2, 6, and 4, 5 and 6. Got the 6 out there. Right. All right, we're going to do it this way. We're going to call run 4 man in zone. We got it covered. Okay, Chubb hit his 6. He cannot. Cameron Curl makes the play. 4th and goal and 8, and we hold to a field goal. We'll take it. Very happy to take that. Wow, long drive for Cleveland. Ends in a possible field goal. Is there a penalty? No. 5:24 left in the half. Touchback. And let's take a look at total plays so far. I mean, it's time of possession. I mean, it can't be close. Total plays are 34-9. Is that good, right? No, wait. Total offense plays. Yeah, 34-9 in plays, 19-5 in time of possession. It's a 3-0 game. So there's that. He's going to have to think that I'm getting impatient soon. I promised myself one more cycle of 2 runs and pass. So we're going to do that. I mean, I think we've established ourselves in our running game here. But I'm going to stick to the plan. Okay. Opportunity. Got to take advantage of the opportunity. Don't do it. Just get a freaking yard. For Gibson. God bless America. Got a poor run defense over there. You know, 2nd and 9. I'm not getting a yard on 1st down. I guessed wrong. Nobody home. White die 1, I would understand a little bit better, but I'm not. I mean, just there's another one. Get 6. Okay, better. 3rd and 3. All right, stop complaining. 3rd and 3. When you need 3 yards, is it Robinson or is it Gibson? It is clearly. Well, it's not clearly anyway. 2 yards, pretty clear. 3 yards, yeah, Gibson. This is a designed pass play from the last play that I say I would run 2-1-2-1. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass here. And the question is to whom? We're passing to Bates in the flat. Needs 3. Oh, I'm not going Bates. We will go to Samuel. He's got to be thinking small ball. He's got to be moving. I'm thinking, okay, well, good sack opportunity here. Doesn't get it. Gets 10 yards, first down. So, another third down conversion. I just think the second of the game, second first down, I think, for this Washington squad. And now we have been unleashed by the shackles of our pregame plan. No longer need to run ad nauseum as we were before. So now we will unleash ourselves a bit and start the long pass barrage. Wanted to throw long and wanted to throw flats today, and then mix in good deal running. But the running's going to go down to about 1/3 now instead of 2/3. Guess wrong. Man is deep. Can't convert. There's an offside call, however. Take it. 1st and 5. So we'll be going look into Logan Thomas here. Double team Gibson against the 0. Going to get 8. Again, another 6. So fortunate dice for these Washington Commanders and their 3rd 6 of the day, I believe. Right back to Thomas. In no hurry, get the ball, I believe, 3rd quarter, unless I'm mistaken. And all right, have 0 men in zone. Don't need the 6 this time. And get 30 because they get 27 for Logan Thomas. To the 18. Here come the one of my team, my Washington Commanders. 206. Can we cash it in from the 18-yard line? .425 defense. From the 18. We're going to go. Let's take a look at my receivers here. Who's going to get me 18? McLaurin can get me 18. Dodson's not going to. All right, we're going to go to McLaurin short. Miles Garrett. Can't get there. Flushed. It's incomplete. Heineke. Hissy blank on his card. 2nd and 10. I'm going to show shotgun here. It's time to Dodson. Guessed wrong. Opportunity for Dotson. He can't cash it in. 3rd and 10. Bless America. Nice defensive cards there. Get it done. Going 4 wide. Sims joins the party. So Logan Thomas does not have a +10 guessed right in the flats, but of course neither does he. He's going to give me more in other spots. just going to go for the short pass here. Miles Garrett lurks. Interceptions lurk. Big double teamer. Haven't seen a lot of it today. A big pass rush coming. Does not get home. Gets 11 yards. Wow. First and goal at the 7. Obviously serves a couple different purposes here. Winds that clock. You see a timeout here from Cleveland. Are they desperate to get the ball back? I mean, they're going on 28 play drives. I don't think so. So we're going to have to turn to a full house. It's going to make the most sense here. I gotta think. I mean, what is my fumble rating? I mean, that's worth knowing. 0. Okay. You gotta think it's worth it just to go for 3 passes here. You know, you just let me run the clock to 122. Take 3 cracks. Here's the first crack. Guessed wrong. First crack does not work. Oh, that hurts. That hurts bad. Oh. All right. Now I got to look at who gets 7 yards. Linebuck, 1 man, you get 7 yards. So guessed wrong. Linebuck for 7. I mean, just because it's shortage of carries, I'm going to go to Brian Robinson. Have to. But if I wanted to do pass, which I mean, if I wanted to run, he's got to know this. Guessed wrong again. Come on, Heineke. Come on. Come on, Heineke. Deflating, to say the least. Holy majolies. You stink. 3rd and goal. All right, well, now we got to... I mean, if I'm him, I mean, just keep doing it, right? I mean, you're avoiding the must runs, right? Yeah. I mean, just keep going. I have no choice. I got to play along. He's avoiding the must runs. I think I would. Is it a 5 last time? I forget what it was. Yeah, I mean, here we go. He gets it this time. And the Washington Commandos take the lead. The kick is good, and it's a 7-3 lead. I'm kicking straight away this time. They don't like the big number. Yep, okay. 52 seconds. Let's see where Chubb's carries are. Am I just going to let him? Yeah, we're gonna go 3-2-6, and we got to let him run. Okay, he's not even. All right, let's check out Ford's long. Does Ford have a surprise touchdown in here that I don't know about? He does not. So we're going to go 3-2-6. Take the blitz off. And here comes Jerome Ford. Up the gut for 6. If anything, I really enjoyed this first half. I mean, because I'm winning, it puts a smile on your face, obviously, right? But it kind of goes without saying and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's well, we're gonna have to force the issue here, right? Rams Chargers just last week. I mean, if you read the write up, I mean, it's a similar situation. You know, very similar. Read that write up. Rams Chargers. It's a few up. in the list, and you'll see what happened at the end of the half. In short, the opponent punted with 15 seconds left, so I got it back with 8. But you gotta, for me, I mean, you have to take the chance here, especially when you're the underdog. Linebacker forward looking for 5 yards. Loses a yard. Timeout. 8 seconds left. Washington's punt return long is a grand total of 19 yards. Not much happening here. But we'll try to block it, because even though it doesn't have a block, it is possible. And does not get it from the 28. Fair catch. And that's going to end the half. We are not going to go for anything here. We're going to take a knee. QB take a knee. Taylor Heineke. Ends the half. With Washington getting the ball, as I thought. Good half then. I'm saying, yeah, it was strategically, it was a fun half. To see the reaction, him go to 3-3-5 after I brought out the 3-4 blitz. Was I'm just going to get a minute. I'm going to grab a water. Need a sec and a lighter. Need just a sec. Please. Right back, everybody. Okay. Echo Daniel, I'm back. Pop of water. Light a cigar. Hope you can hear it. Usually don't smoke this early on a weekday, but strat. All right, here we go. Starting from the 21. Sticking with 3 wide. Which is, I don't think we've seen any receiver cards. It's tough to see it in the stock game. Going 3 wide in the draft game makes a lot more sense in this sort of situation, because you're going to see those receiver cards a lot. Yeah, great they have these receivers, but boy, am I ever going to see their cards? 1st and 10. We're going to head out into the flats with McLaurin. No, with Samuel. No, yeah. Held in my back pocket is a long pass to Gibson, because he does go deep. Guess wrong. Opportunity. Gets 7 yards, as Curtis Samuel. I didn't go to McLaurin because I fear the possibility of a double team. McLaurin would have gotten 15 big ones. 2nd and 3. I'll show him a run look here. Cleveland, I think it's a pretty decent flat pass card when I was looking last night. Yeah, pretty good looking flat pass card. Logan Thomas can reliably get 3 yards. So I want to go to him here on the 2nd and 3. I plan to go to run on the next down, but double team McLaurin, lots of pass rush coming. They don't get home, 13 yards. And I see that 5 would have been a short gain, so he's actually better off having 0 men in the zone. It feels bad when you have, you get caught with 0 men in a flat zone and somebody throws it there. But the fact of the matter is, when you do the math, it's not a bad play. I mean, that's a good example. The expected yards would have been 15. Instead, you actually saved 2 yards going 0 men. It doesn't mean that it's a good thing. It doesn't mean you should be trying to get 0 men in zone flat pass. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the cost is not the same as sort of the gut punch that you might feel as a defensive coach when you see the 0 men in zone. So planning to go back to the run here. Goes nickel. We'll go line buck here with Gibson. Dodson's double teamed. Left tackle can't make the play. 6 yards on 1st down. That's kind of what you want to see on 1st. And Brian Robinson in. I'm sure Dan. I don't wonder what Dan's focusing in on when I make this move. He's saying, okay, well, he doesn't have his pass block, so now he's going to be running because he's got Garrett coming in with almost an auto sack here. Not quite, but a high percentage, and maybe that's what he's thinking. It's and plus Gibson carries, blah blah blah. We're gonna go to Robinson out in the flat. Oh, he's only a C though. Yeah. Second and 4. Linebuck. Seems like the too predictable call, but it worked out. Look at that. I would have gone flat left. Boy, gets 5, 1st down. Let's stay in the game. Just don't want to get those carries down so low for Gibson that he starts to shy away from his run calls. Saw me go often. To long pass here. And end up going off tackle on this play. As we wait, the defensive call. Thinking 4-2-5 or thinking 3-3-5. I understand the thought, what he's going through there. I'm going to keep the guard rating in this. Let's pass. Guess wrong. Here we go. Tackle cannot make that play. 2nd and 7. But I will gladly take those yards on 1st down. Gibson back in. Even 3. I mean, 3 is kind of success for this team. Typically, if you in the world of stats, right, 4 yards, I think, is success on 1st down. I don't know. This team, it feels like 3 is an achievement. 2nd down. Okay, we're going to go deep now because we're in just prime position for punting. Like to take a shot. Hope we get a run call. We don't, but nobody's back. Chance of a blitz sack is possible here. It's a long gain. It's a touchdown. Tyler McLaurin. Yeah. We get the receiver's card. There it is. The receiver card shows up. All right. 13-3. Kick is good. 14-3. Back it is. Do we continue to show blitz? Yeah, I think we do. For a couple reasons. I mean, it's really slowed him down. I know the big play looms as a possibility, and when you're the underdog, you don't care about that when you don't have the lead. Now I care about it more because I had the lead. Yes, I do. Yes, I'm afraid to lose it. Yeah, I totally understand that. But one advantage is, I mean, the only gets the away long gain chart. I mean, I guess that helps, right? $9 to Chubb. Man is there. Whose card does it go to? It goes to you know yet. The defensive card, but it gets 4 yards anyway. 2nd and 6. That brings Chubb down to a dozen carries left, which is a lot, but 10:48 left. He's gonna have to play with it a little bit. Second and 6. I mean, the bottom line is I just got to guess right every time. That's it. Guessing right goes a long way here to helping the cause. Guessing a run here. And they're going to do that. Short pass. People jump. 3-minute zone. Big opportunity here for Brissett. Can't find that long gain. Gets the 12 instead of the 11. A break for the Washington Commanders. I keep on forgetting what team I am. 3rd and 6. So that's a frustrating one. 3rd and 6 from your own 29. Is it 2-down territory with 10:30 left in the third quarter? I'm going to play along. Wow, Bryant brings a 4 pass block. All right, I'm going to go 3-3-5 and double up. So we're going to go to Njoku and Cooper here as our doubles. And hope for the best. Flat pass Njoku. He's doubled. 4th and 6. Punt. I think this is the second punt of the game from the 20. Dack somebody at the other. Gets 16 yards. And some poor coverage. And 14-3 is the score here. With 9:54 left, Robinson is going to get the call. Try to nurse a lead. Fearing the double teams of Dotson and McLaurin is why I'm going to Samuel in this spot. It's the run call. Gets 9 yards on 1st down. Second and 1. We're into Washington territory at the 45. Washington leads 14-3. Haven't really walked through all the playoff scenarios for you, but one linebacker here. Got to think he's going to defend the deep ball after what happened last time. But Cleveland, no, he's not defending deep ball. Man in zone, no man in zone. Going to get 6 yards. A nice block from the left guard. Key spot there. Guess right. Tough break for Cleveland. So I think Cleveland has to lose out. Okay, so lose this game and lose next week. And then thus 8-8 teams, so those who might win, then we would we'd have a tie break situation. So this is not put Cleveland's fully in control of its own destiny. That's the point I'm trying to make. Already having 9 wins. But coming into this game, 1st and 10, Gibson in. Guess he's thinking I might be going conservative. I mean, this might be another shot. We're just taking 3 deep balls and hoping for the best. I mean, I wish it was a little later in the game. Nobody back there. Big pass rush coming. Can't get it. 2nd and 10. Could not get the 0 man. 0 man would have been incomplete. We'll work Logan Thomas over the middle. Looking for that 6. Does not get it, but gets 5 yards. 3rd and 5. That's a reasonable bite. Probably shouldn't have gone shotgun. Should have kept the hope alive of an end run here. Yeah, I should have gone too tight and threatened him with the run more. Bad move. Yeah, bad move. I'm not going for it, though. I'm definitely not going for it in this scenario. So I'm just going to go deep again to McLaurin because I know I'm not going for it. It would have been nice to threaten the run some. That would have been better on this long pass call. So McLaurin's not doubled. Nobody's back there again. Here we go. McLaurin must run for 4. 4th and 1. I said I'm not going for it here. How can I not? Have to. It's going to be Gibson. And it's too tight. Let's see if he lines up in 3-4. Be interesting to see. Goes 4-3. Okay. He likes calling run. We all know this. I'm going to go McLaurin looking. Nice call. 2 men in zone. Whose card does it go to? It goes to the right card. And we get 3 yards and a first down. So nice call by Dan. Nicely done, but gets stymied. And it's a 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 37. 6:54 ticking down here in the 3rd quarter. Touchdown is a 3-score lead. I want the touchdown. I mean, I do badly. I'm not going to try for it in one chunk, though. Yet. I probably will put a long pass together at some point here, but all right. Nobody home. Just avoid the 1 die. Got the 1 die and the dreaded 5. Okay. That's the worst I wouldn't have asked for, but move on. 2nd and 11. I'd love to get 6 yards here. So what do you do to get 6 yards? He can't put 2 men in zone, and he cannot double Gibson. He can double Gibson. Well, he can. He can double these guys. Gibson's a BYAC. We'll go to Gibson and look. He can't put 2 men in zone looking, but he can do that, right? Okay, so Gibson, here we go. Oh, he stopped by a 4, 3rd and 11. Oh, that hurts. Well, all right, so this is a good time again to bring out this and this, and let's take a look at who has the better end run between Robinson and Gibson. It is Robinson. That's 3rd and 11. Got a 0 out there. Got a 4 out there. Bring in the 4-2-5 blitz. Okay, we need the defensive card 2. How about that? Let's go for that. Gets 5. So not what I wanted. Just short of what I wanted. 2 through 6, 12 here, with possibility of getting bumped up. I got to kick it. I'm not used to having a decent field goal kicker. Joey Sly. Does he hit it? He does. Oh, I don't know. Coin flip, field goal attempt. He got it! 17-3, Washington leads. 5:24 left here in the third. Yep, we're going to continue showing the blitz, taking this freaking chance. Is it the right thing to do? Let's put a man back there. Looking past the show. Complete. Decent defensive cards of Washington. Flat pass, 1 man. Coming to play. There, 2nd and 10. So I'm dropping Danny Johnson back. I'm taking for granted that Schwartz doesn't have a good flat pass wrong. Okay, no long gains. That's really what I'm typically looking for. Chubb, looking for that one-way die. Don't get it, but just 2 yards. And a good Washington run defense. That was an opportunity, though. Not a pure opportunity because it was 3-3-5, but a really good opportunity there. 3rd and 8, and show the blitz. We're going to go after Peoples-Jones's case. I fear the long pass in this situation more than the short. Goes to Chubb. Needs 8. Incomplete again on the defensive card, 4th and 8. 3 and out. Boy, in real life, I'd watch out for a fake punt. Here, I'm not so concerned. Strat. 51 yards, possible penalty coming. No gain. Flag is against Washington for an offsides. We'll bring up a 4th and 3. Decision time for Cleveland. He declined it. So from the 22, we're going to go down to our 2 tight here. We'll leave Gibson in, because I do want to take some shots at some point here. Again, Gibson providing some protection from Myles Garrett's 7 asterisk. I'm not so sure of the. I'm not so sure of the. What am I not so sure of? I forget what I'm not so sure of. Which makes sense, I guess. First and 10. Call the run correctly. Goes to the defensive card. Going to be an offside call. Second and 3 or first and 5. I will take the first and 5. Save the carry for Gibson as well. And we're getting Robinson in. We push short to McLaurin here. Fear the double team. INT. Guess we've got a lot of pass rush coming. They don't get home. McLaurin on his card can't bring it in. Second and 5. First downs of the utmost importance here. Hit the sniper scope on that one. Didn't result in anything. Wing it out the flats of Samuel. Guessed wrong. One man there. Incomplete. Heineke hits his 5. Oh, God damn. Robinson going to stay in the game for that end run against our man Zero out here. He saw me do it last time. His only option is to bring John Johnson up to defend against it. I'm going to emphasize it one more time on this possession. Guessed correctly. Defensive card just gets 3. 4th and 2. Only a 36-yard punt. Peoples Jones with an opportunity. Miss the touchdown by a hair. Oof. First and 10. Big drive here for Cleveland. Long pass, always a threat on first down. Call and run, covering the flats. Short pass. Cooper, opportunity for Coops. Coops gonna get. Coops gonna get 12. D-Dye showed up. First and 10 toward midfield now, Cleveland. Trying to get some offensive momentum together. Never like to be chasing the calls, when the guessing pass now after just guessing wrong and flipping and blah 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 blahing, but I'm doing it. I'm chasing. Linebuck Chubb, man in zone. Just gets 2 on his card. He gets his own card, which is what you're looking for with the man in zone, but just if he finds one of Chubb's tough readings, 2nd and 8. Two guessed wrongs. One for a first down, one for just 2 yards. Going back to pass here again. assuming he's going to run the same play. He does. I guess pass, however. So much for guessing correctly. Back to Chubb's card again. Yep. But the dreaded 5 this time. Tough rolls. Well defended, but still tough rolls. You get what you want going to your card, and you're going 2 yards and 0 yards. So frustrating for Dan, I'm sure, on his end. 3rd and 8. Down to 18 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 2 down territory for sure. I'm going to expect a run here out of Kareem Hunt. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to take the chance of Kareem Hunt run. Don't get it. Pharaoh Brown needs 8. Gets 13. First down on the 6. Couldn't stop that. Unless I would have brought tons of blitzers, I would have had a chance, but I wasn't going to do that. So we have a 1st and 10 at the Washington 39. As we enter the 4th quarter. Will there be a stirring 4th quarter comeback? It's in the cards here, folks. It's in the cards. I don't want Chubb's coverage man going. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to just... He had 2 line bucks with a man there, so I think he might pop it outside. Possible sack is light, gets 7 yards. 2nd and 3. So a good gain there, guessed right on 1st down. Let him get this 1st down. Kareem Hunt. What's he do? What's his distribution? Kareem Hunt, 50th in end runs, 56th in off tackles, number 32 in line buck. Sees the way I've been covering that line buck. I got a feeling he's going off tackle here. So I'm going to bring these guys up. Go for a short pass. I get the off tackle. It's just a yard. 3rd and 2. Clock ticks to 14:06. This Washington offense is very capable of going 3 and out on a moment's notice. Oh, huge play. Definitely 2 down territory here for Cleveland, which is going to make me guess pass, bring the house. At least I'm not bringing the house. I mean, I fear the flat pass to Chubb. We'll do that. Line buck Chubb. 5 yards, 1st down. Getting men in zone, that's for damn sure. Not, I guess it itself is not translating into much. It's going to his card every time. But he's not hitting his big ones, at least not yet. 1st and 10, Kareem Hunt in. And continue with the blitzing action here. Man in zone. Does it get to my card ever? It does. 3 yards. 2 men in zone presented possibility of a 15-yarder. Said gets 3, 2nd and 7. Guess and run this time. Goes off tackle. Need his card. We don't get his card, do we? We do. 3 yards. 3rd and 4. Nice gain, though. Would have been 9. Gets him out of worrying about contain on this. Again, 2 down territory for Cleveland as the clock ticks to 12:18. Plenty of time. Not a concern yet. If you are Cleveland, run your lights out all the way you want. Third and 4, just checking tendencies here. Big runner, big long passer. He's at the 20. Do I let him do the long pass here? I guess I have to let him. Fortunately, I would love a short pass completion. I'd love a 1st and goal at the 9 or something. Long pass is what I fear. We're gonna go. I'm Buck Hunt. Need his card. Get his card. Loss of 1. 4th and 5. Containment is set up. Wow. Gonna have to go. And this is gonna be. Oh, he's gonna kick it. So set up the defense. Watch out for the fake. Look out for the fake, everybody. Cade York misses it. Holy mackerel. Tough dice here for Dan. I think it's his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And we are going to go too tight. With Gibson. And the idea here is to get 1st downs. Not to run clock. The idea, run clock is good, but not just running and going 3 and out. We need to get 1st downs. That's the key to the situation. So I'm really thinking about these 3 zones here. Everything except long. Only gets 2 yards on 1st. Turnabout is fair play. As Dan has had a couple 2-yard gains on his runner's cards here. 2nd and 8. Along the great.
What do you
2nd and 8. We're going to go short. I'm going to go to Logan Thomas, though. Trying to get that 1st down. Fearing double teams of McLaurin and Samuel. Get the run call. Can Heineke hit it? He can. For 11. 1st down. Big 1st down there. Staying with it now with Gibson. We'll go back to that well to Thomas here. Got a blitz coming. Can't get there. Flushed. Incomplete. Bless America. 2nd and 10. Hit the 10 as well. 23 yards on the defensive guard. 2nd down and 10. We're in good, really good punt range here. So I guess we're going to run it. Yeah, okay. Worked out. Looking for that short gain. Can't get it. But gets 5. 3rd and 5, and now we're gonna, I'll go back to this. Logan Thomas get 5 yards in the flats. Not very well. Neither does John Bates. And does Curtis Samuel get 5 yards in the flats? Does anybody get 5 yards in the flat? Curtis Samuel does. Thinking flat pass here. If you can't tell. Thinking he's going to roll him over. Maybe protect. He does. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. Gets the yards. 5 yards and a first down. Manufactures a huge first down there. 8:42 left, fourth quarter. Going looking, fearing the INT. Guessed wrong. Man is there. Going to get 18 yards. Big play for Antonio Gibson. And we're on the precipice of a 3-score lead here for Washington, which would be a pretty big deal. Dan, so what do you think? Okay, so run, right? I mean, yeah, this guy Dan loves to call run. How many yards is Gibson going to lose? Is he going to key him? I mean, it's possible. I don't know what Heineke's fumble is running, which is kind of a problem. Can't imagine it's very high, but I don't know. Nobody seems to be. Dan probably throwing shit around the room. I understand, Dan. Especially the missed field goal is very, very tough to deal with here. A number of other roles. The guessed wrong runs for the men in zone, but went to your card and couldn't get the yards, among other things. The Dice have not cooperated with the Browns so far today, but it's still time for them to turn around here. Especially I'm staring at this Heineke snap fumble of 9.1. Maybe we just have a lost connection. As we tick close to 2 hours on this game. Hello? Dan, are we looking okay? Are we not looking okay? Don't see a message from Dan. Check that. Okay, here we go. 4-3 defense. Pulling off tackle, which risks losing some yards. I don't want to do here. I got a feeling he's going to cover up that linebacker zone. Some tough running out of Gibson here. Is he going to key him? I mean, he's a good guy to key because he's not going to go on the outside. Goes short yardage, close enough. Gets 4 tough yards. Regretting probably not keying after that. So seems like the right thing to do here is to run Heineke linebucks, but I just don't know what his fumble is. I mean, he has every motivation to step up. 2-3 at 11-12 is the field goal, all the way up to the 13-yard line for this Washington kicker, Joey Sly. I got to check the Cleveland interception return because I'm a little bit afraid of if I go flats. Okay, it's not good. So he probably does not have a touchdown in the flats. So Samuel out the flats. On the 2nd and 6, I assume he'll cover the look in. No, covers the other one. Guessed wrong. Gets 10. Curtis Samuel keeps the clock running. 1st and 10. Keeps him back in there. Back to that same spot. This time with Gibson. Going to get 6, which is a good gain. To the 11. Now 6:54 left. With the flat pass alive, Robinson's going to come in here. So I don't like Gibson's lack of an end run. It just feels like it's a key waiting to happen. 2nd and 4. With Robinson along the outside, looking for that 1st down. Comes with some significant risks of big losses. Should get keyed out there. With where Garrett is. I figure that's the last zone he's going to shore up with the key. Calls run, nobody home. Gets no gain. Bates out. Could have been a lot worse. 3rd and 4. But the injury stops the clock with 6:36 left. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Got to keep Robinson in. This is a small ball area. You saw him guess run and do small ball. Well, he's going to bring the free safety up, which is interesting. Is he actually going to do that? Is he actually going to bring the free safety in? Well, good question. I think he'll leave that zone empty. Robinson's been showing all these end runs. Guess his run, empty zone, short gain, and he's in. No flags. Touchdown. Guessed right for Brian Robinson. That looks like it could do it. 6:18 left. In this 3-4, Washington defense has held Cleveland to 3 points with 6:18 left in the 4th. I don't know if it's going to end with 3 points, but it's a really interesting result so far. 8 yards deep, Jerome Ford. Well, heard. Thank you. So now, take a look at Sean. Let me just get it better. I can take a look at my ratings for Watson. Sean Watson is the 43rd passer overall in the set, 60th in the flats, 35th short, and long, 29th short. expect Nick Chubb to sort of go crazy here. I am going to turn the blitz off now. But get ready for the Nick Chubb show, everybody. I'm going to have to let him do it. 6:18 left. Move to a very, very prevent-y sort of D. Here's first show off for Chubb, and he hits the one. Not only hit the white die, but he gets the dreaded 5. So, I mean, Dan's probably like, I give up at this point. He might feel that way. I would certainly feel that way. Tough spot. Tough roll. Tough roll, Dan. But still, 5:42 left. Down 21. 2nd and 11. Move the second man back this time. Back to Chubb. Hit 6. 3rd and 5. Contain is on. In this spot. Let's stick with 3-3-5. Gotta let him get chunks for Chubb. I don't have much choice in that matter. I just don't. Short pass Peoples-Jones. Blitzers are around. Jones falls incomplete on 3 men. 4th and 5. Good chance for a completion there. And on this 4th and 5. I'm going to go 4 men short. That works. Let's see if it pays off. This long gain is taken out on the defensive card. And I think a completion's taken out as well. Got some blitz action coming from Sweat and Bain. 4th and 5 for the game. Keep hopes alive for the Browns. The Joker. As we rate the roll. And it's roll, drum roll. Are we stuck? What we got? Well, save the game just in case. CLA 1. Dan? Stuck. No word from Dan. As we're stuck on this 4th and 5 short pass. He still has the green light on, so he hasn't dropped off entirely. Are we stuck? I will ask him. Are we stuck? Start the game. Crowd growing restless at this delay. Waiting for Dan to respond. Doesn't seem to be writing. Dan has disappeared. Stuck. Okay, he's flushed. And gets 10 yards first time. Dan was calculating his chances of success there. 48% chance of a sack, hit the 54. And that keeps hope alive for these Browns with 4:12 left. Down 3 scores. Off tackle Chubb. Looking for the big one. Can he find it? He cannot. No gain. Spatonio's downgraded, I guess. 2nd and 10. Back to Chubb. 3:36 left. Going to get 6. 3rd and 4. Chubb getting some nice garbage time yards here. Probably should have looked at his line before this series. We're stuck in the prevent. Schwartz is going to get guessed wrong reading here if he gets his receiver card. Does not. 3rd and 4. Watson with a very difficult flat pass card. 4th and 4 is where we are here. Staying 3-3-5. Chubb likely to pick this up. Let's get another bad roll for these Browns. Does Chubb find that 2-yarder? No, he gets 50. And we're going to get down to 2:06 left. Call it 2:24 after a timeout. See, you got to keep calling the timeouts. If you call one before the 2-minute warning, you got to keep calling them, or else you've gained nothing. Keep just one man back there this time. Goes flat past Chubb. Incomplete. So it gets by. The timeout has bought him 1 play before the warning. So he can buy you 2 plays post warning. So it's a difficult decision. 2nd and 10. Go and look at Njoku. Gets the 0. Gets 5 yards on Watson's card. 3rd and 5. Clock ticks down to 2-minute warning. Third and 5. Two-minute warning. 24-3. Washington leads. The Browns hunting for a big gain from Chubb here. Prevent defense all the way, so he's got it if he wants it. Cooper looking for that long gain on 11. Going to get flushed. Looking for other big gains. Gets picked. Davis will just keep that ball. With 152, it looks like we got ourselves a ball game here. Robinson's going to fear the key up the middle. He's going to go on the outside. Okay, I'm not calling TOs. So I think we can kneel it. And that'll do it. Washington defeats Cleveland, keeps hope alive for the 8-8 squads. The gang of 4. Baltimore, Indianapolis, Las Vegas, Los Angeles Chargers all keep hope alive. I'm guessing you don't want to. I won't even ask Dan. It's got to be a disappointing loss. We'll just leave it right there. Commissioner, are you still around? Tim is around. Thanks, but tough days. Thanks. No more commission. All right, I guess we'll end it there. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll post this up soon, so you can actually watch it, as we did not put it out during the game time. And we'll end it there. Have a good one, and we'll go on with hope to week 18.